welcome back to the channel. I want to give you a day in the life of an equipment manager and some of the things we check first thing in the morning on the golf course. So we're out here at number 1 green. Let's go. What I'm looking for here is any quality of a cut or after cut appearance problems. So, he was mowing this direction. So I'm looking for the same direction to see if I see anything. I mean, everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna put the prism down and see what kind of height of cut we're getting. And I do kind of look for the direction, and I like, he was mowing this direction and then back here, I kind of like to cross just to make sure that all that's good. Effective height of cut, I mean, it's definitely below 100. Trying to figure out which direction he's going, but we should be fine here. So we'll kind of do the same thing that we done on the greens with the prism. So he just mowed this. And what we can kind of look at our quality of cut too. This just helps magnify it a little bit, so we can look at the different, each leaf blade and how it's cut. The other thing, we can take off a leaf blade. I would like to let me find one that is freshly sheared. That right there, I mean, that looks really clean. The cut does. It's getting a little bit of tip dieback, which is perfectly normal. I'll see if I can find one what you don't want to see a bunch of. I mean, that's another thing I'll do, just, taking my hand and looking at the individual blades, kind of moving them back and forth. So it looks like, yeah. So this is something that you don't want to see, but, you're going to have some of these no matter how good your cut is. The problem is when you get all the blades looking like this. So this went in the reel and kind of got stripped off. So usually if this is happening, it's a reel to bed knife adjustment, or a dull reel and bed knife can cause this. And this is Zorja grass, so Zorja is pretty abrasive to a reel and a bed knife. So this definitely happens when the blades get dull. You'll have all these white tips, and they'll be real stringy, and your whole fairway or approach or tee, whatever you're mowing, will have this white hue to it. Really common in Zorja when the blades get dull. I just got the Turf HOC. So this is a prism also, and it has a laser on it. So yeah, you're finding, so my first leaf blade is at 1/2 inch, but so just bear with me here. I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. Just below 3/8, probably 3/8 ballpark. I think the bench set height of cut is 425 on that fairway mower. So those are 7-inch reels, QA7s. So they are pretty heavy. We got grimmers on them. The grimmers are, I think they're set 15 thousandths below height of cut, something like that. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I definitely want to try it out on a green. One of the issues I've always had with the traditional prism is it's really subjective on how far, how heavy it is. Do you push it in? I don't know. A guy I talked to said he was putting a brick on it and letting the brick sit there for 5 minutes, and then he looks at the prism. So definitely different philosophies out there, but it's kind of hard and really subjective on what your actual how to cut is, because it changes if you press this down or if you take weight off of it. That changes. Um, a lot, very similar stuff with this one too. It is super light, so is it setting up on the turf more? But the laser thing's pretty cool. See where your leaf blades are standing up. This versus this, we're getting about the same. So I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but we're in that 3/8 ballpark for sure. So we're checking this out on the fairway. We're going to take it up to the green and see what it looks like on the green. So I'm just going to, I know he's mowing this direction, so I'm going to set it up like that and turn this guy on. Yeah, I mean, with this one sitting here, I mean, you're at like a 16th maybe or something like that. But with this guy, it looks like we're closer to 100. Because if I go much lower here, you can't see the laser on the end at all. And then there I can kind of see the laser. So maybe we're a little below 100. So looking at it on a green, I would almost say that you can get a little more accurate actual how to cut with the laser. But I really think it don't matter if, whichever one you got and whichever one you're using, maybe that's the one you stick with and learn. So some of the things I'm looking for out here as we're riding around is just after cut appearance, quality of cut issues, also coaching opportunities for employees. If you see them doing something that they could do a different way, a better way, if they're doing something incorrectly, trying to catch any of those training opportunities that we can come up with. Because the more we train our employees, the better off the course is. Our primary focus is going to be greens mowers with quality cut and after cut appearance. But we're also going to look at fairway mowers while we're out here, tee mowers, approach mowers. So it's good to get out on the golf course and ride around. And you don't know what you're going to see. Hopefully everything's good, but maybe you catch a mistake and you can prevent it the next time. Plus it's beautiful in the mornings, especially this morning. 50 degrees, crisp, cool. Also talking to operators, see if they have any problems, concerns, see if they hit anything. It's always fun. So what I'm looking at here is the sod that was laid late last year, right before we got a frost. That's why you see all the lines out there. All those are just sod lines. And we're just now coming out of dormancy. It's the end of March. And this is zoysia. So it's just now filling in. So it's hard to see after cut appearance problems this time of year because we're not mowing that much grass. So the more grass that you're mowing, the more after cut appearance and quality of cut issues are going to show up. All the dark lines in the fairway are drain lines that were put in from renovation that have settled a little bit. So there'll be a lot of aerification in the future here to help smooth and level out these playing surfaces. Yeah, what was it? Damn. Yeah. So sometimes you hear things out on the course and you're like, what the hell was that? You gotta love new construction. Gotta love it.
Rock.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, you heard it. Yeah, you heard it. That's it right there.
I took off my headphones, listened to the real music, it was buzzing.
Yep. That's it. That's pretty good rock.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, just from construction. Yeah, I don't know if that came in the side or, you know, got brought up to the surface when they were grading the fairway. You know, who knows where it come from, but this is part of a grow-in that we're still experiencing here. So I'm just looking in the approach, seeing if there's anything. We're still coming out of dormancy, so grass isn't really growing yet. It's nice on these elevated greens. You can get a little better view sometimes of what it looks like, you know, because you're kind of down on this level. So just looking around. It was pretty windy last night, so there's no dew out here. So it's really hard for the operators to see their passes. That's why he's stopping every time, the end of the pass, trying to get lined back up. So I'm looking to make sure he's setting the mower down nice and gentle after he makes his turn. You know, sometimes the operators, they'll kind of slam the mower down, leave little scalp marks on the edge of the greens. He's making nice, consistent lines, even though it's really hard to see out here. I'm looking if the cutting unit is digging in on one side versus the other side. You know, do we have a high to cuts problem? That's okay. So I like to look at the clippings too, see what they're getting off of there. A lot of leaves on this one, but you can tell a lot by the clippings that are in the bucket, you know, on how much growth that we're getting on the greens. And each one of them, how clean it is, how clean the cut is. Thank you. That's really about it. That's what we're looking for out here. That wraps up our ride around. I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, it's one of the best parts of the job for sure, getting out on the golf course and riding around, especially on a cool morning, breathing some fresh air. Really enjoyable part of the job. And I think it's very important to see what our mowers are doing and how we can make the course better. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is the player's experience. Until next time, see you bye. Whoops.